I go on, my people. I want to talk about the lady that was fatally wounded by the police in Granville, St. James. But before I say my 2 cents, let me extend condolences to the bereaved family. Now, we must, as Jamaican, wake up from sensationalism, and we have a culture of empathizing and justifying actions that are in a lot of cases wrong or on the other side of the law. Now, what happened should have never happened. But there are some fundamental things that we must face and we must discuss. Because there is a big elephant, massive elephant in the room. And as a creature of reason and logic, I'll represent myself as that. We must pick them out and have a healthy discussion. Now, we see some politicians that score cheap political points off of this whole situation. And, you know, what we refer to as criminalizing police officers in general. Now, almost as politicians, we must be careful of that. I beg you, be careful of that. Whilst you represent the people, but it's important also to tell the people the truth, one, and temper your opinion until the facts are had and justice or the investigation takes its course. We also see some typical social media vloggers. Here's a popular one. Don't make 1 cent. Just a shout and a talk. All type of nonsense. When, you know, people cry out for body-worn cameras by the police. Well, this wasn't a body-worn camera, but it was definitely a bird's eye view. Now, let's analyze the video. We need to look at the video, and we're going to analyze it from a law enforcement perspective. Now, from the video, it can be clearly seen police officers stopped a vehicle and made contact with the occupants of the said vehicle and the operator of the said vehicle. From the video, it's clearly seen that instructions were being given to the occupants and the operator of the said vehicle, and the occupants apparently complied with those instructions to exit the vehicle. From the video and close analysis, you can see where the operator did not exit the vehicle upon several instructions of the police. From the video, we can be seeing the police communicating, asking the operator to shut off the vehicle. From the video, we can see the operator attempting to close the doors when the occupants exit, and it is uncertain what was going through the mind of the operator. That cannot be ascertained from the video, but inference can be drawn that the operator did not comply to shut off and exit the vehicle as instructed. We saw that the police surrounded the vehicle in what is referred to as a contact and cover formation, which is triangular or pyramid. One making contact to the front, verbalizing, and we seen the other officers making cover to the side, which is a trained formation. Now, we can always form our opinions on what we want to say, what happened or what should have happened. But in situations like these, law enforcement officers have mere seconds to react and make decisions. Lest even them or their lives and the lives of their colleagues are at risk. Clearly, we see that the first sign of force was used, which is verbalization. The police were verbalizing and giving clear command and instructions, but apparently they were not being followed. We see one of the occupants that exited the video was beckoning to the operator, now deceased, to follow those instructions and come out. However, it is clear inference can be drawn that the operator did not comply with those instructions. Now, standing in front of a vehicle, giving clear instructions, and bam, the vehicle moves off suddenly. That leaves the officer mere seconds to react. And what we saw from the video is that the officer react in seconds and discharge his weapon and step out the way. Then the vehicle came to a stop. He did not step out the way, then discharge his weapon. No. It's clear from the video. He discharged his weapon, stepped out the way, the vehicle stopped. Simple mean from training, the threat was neutralized and no more weapons were discharged. Now you see why it's important to comply with the instructions of the police. If your rights are breached, you seek redress after. Lest this whole ordeal could have been prevented. Yes? So all the sensationalism that we are going with, the video, and for true law enforcement investigation is saying something otherwise. I can guarantee all of that. The police had mere seconds to react, and he did so. Arguably, justifiably too. Strong justifications. Now many are watching the video say, but should I turn away from him? You standing less than 5 feet away from a vehicle in front of it moving towards you. You can't see the tire if the tire turn left or right. What you're seeing is a vehicle advancing to you. So our perspective that the vehicle was turning away is insignificant to what the person who was standing in front the vehicle was seeing. And that person, clear inference can be drawn that that person saw a vehicle advancing towards them. That's exactly what that person saw. Now the other argument is that how she was placed in the back of the service vehicle. Well, the truth is, there's no right way to take up somebody that is blooded, that is not your family, and put them in a vehicle to get medical treatment, Because rationally and logically, we don't expect the police to hug her up or kiss her or hold her by her waist or hold her gingerly as a heavy body person to put her in the back of the vehicle. So it looks a bit strong, but really, in reality, it can be argued as the most humane method at the time, considering the circumstances. So, the long and short, my people, we need to show respect for law and order. This could have completely been prevented. Let's stop the sensationalism. Let's stop empathize with wrong. And the politicians, let's stop the cheap politics. Stop the cheap politics. And that is the truth.